2 more matches left in World Cup qualifying, and Team Melli is ready. On today's episode, we will take a look at Amir Ghalenoei's roster and preview Iran's qualifier against Qatar. You know the deal, and you know what time it is. It's time for Team Melli Talk. The boys have been training hard, and they are ready to go. Hey everyone, welcome back to Team Melli Talk. Before we get started, make sure to check out our store. We have green Team Melli jerseys, green Team Melli shirts, Team Melli scarves, and new coffee mugs with your favorite Team Melli footballers. Perfect for your morning chai. Next, don't forget to register your interest for 2026 World Cup tickets at FIFA.com. The World Cup will be here before you know it. Do not miss out. Now let's take a look at Iran's roster. Starting with the goalkeepers, Beiranvand, Niazmand, Khalife, and Parsa Jafari. Let's be honest about something. If Amir Ghalenoei were to narrow down his choice to 2 keepers, it would obviously be Beiranvand or Niazmand. But this match is going to take place in Doha, and this is why I expect Alireza Beiranvand to get the start. Now for the center backs, Khalilzadeh, Pouraliganji, Hazbavi, Nemati, Aref Agassi, Majid Hosseini, and Mehdi Zareh. First, need to share that Majid Hosseini will not be available for these upcoming matches because he recently picked up an injury, and this is very unfortunate because lately he's been in very good form with Kayserispor in Turkey. Next, great to see that Aref Agassi has been called up. He had a great season with Traktor, and it will be interesting to see if Amir Ghalenoei chooses to start Khalilzadeh with Agassi, considering that they are both teammates on Traktor. Now for the wingbacks, Mohammadi, Moharami, Yousefi, and Yagub Barageh of Persepolis. Before we continue, let's remember that the Team Melli roster is always subject to change. And yes, the only left back on this roster is Milad Mohammadi, but let's also remember that center back Ali Nemati is capable of playing as a left back. And of course, I'm very glad to see Sadegh Moharami returning after a long absence due to injury. I expect him to start at right back, and of course, Milad Mohammadi will probably start as the left back. Now for the midfielders, Goldus, Ezatullahi, Gorbani, Karimi, Hossein-Nejad, Aref Haji Aidi, and Amir Mohammed Razaginia. Not much to say here, because we know that Amir Ghalenoei's favorite midfielders are Saman Goldus, Said Ezatullahi, and Mohammad Karimi. Now for the wingers, Gaidi, Mehdi Hashim Nejad, Mohammad Mehdi Mohebi, Mohammad Askari, and Mohammad Hossein Sadeghi. Chakhanbash, Golizadeh, and Mohammad Mohebi of Rostov are not available due to injuries. But I am actually most excited about the wingers because it is very likely that Amir Ghalenoei will be forced to give some playing time to 1 or maybe 2 untested wingers. If I had the power to choose, I would go with Mehdi Hashim Nejad at right wing because he had an excellent season with Traktor and he deserves to be rewarded for his hard work. Last but not least, the forwards, Taremi, Alipur, Moganlu, and Hosseinzadeh. Unfortunately, Sardar Azmoun picked up an injury and will be out of action for about 6 weeks. The main thing to speculate here is if we will see Mehdi Taremi starting up top as the lone striker, or will he be joined by Ali Alipur or Shahriar Moganlu? If this happens, then of course we can expect to see Mehdi Taremi playing as a false 9. In terms of all-time history, Iran has dominated Qatar. And this has also been the case in World Cup qualifying. The last meeting between these teams took place in October 2024. Iran scored a 4-1 victory on that day, with Azmoun and Mohebi each scoring a brace. Qatar's recent World Cup qualifier in March turned out to be a 3-1 defeat at the hands of Kyrgyzstan in Bishkek. The head coach of Qatar is Julen Lopetegui. Lopetegui has only been head coach of Qatar for 1 month. His first match in charge is actually going to be against Iran, so a lot of pressure for him, to be honest. But he also coached Spain from 2016 to 2018, and he recently had stints with Sevilla, Wolverhampton, and West Ham United. As for the players to watch, here they are: Almoez Ali and Akram Afif. Almoez Ali has obviously been a goal-scoring machine for Qatar, and we know that Akram Afif is capable of causing trouble for Iran with his very good ball distribution skills and his excellent finishing skills. And that's why, when talking about these two players, this leads me right into the keys to victory. Number 1, close down space. Number 2, watch the long ball. The bottom line is that Iran needs to frustrate Almoez Ali and Akram Afif by taking away space and being physical. If this is done, I expect Iran to come away with an easy victory. And let's not forget, Iran will face Qatar on June 5th in Doha.
اردانی اندونگ خود اندونگ وارد محوطه جریمه خواهد شد. پاس به بیرون، چشمی توی دروازه گل دقیقه 119. چه وقتی، چه زمانی اندونگ توپ رو برد و توپ در دروازه قرار گرفت. چشمی.
Here we are, 3 days after the Hazfi Cup final that took place between Esteghlal and Malavan, and we have a roster update. Starting with the goalkeepers, Hossein Hosseini of Esteghlal has replaced Parsa Jafari. The only change for the center backs is that Mehdi Zareh of Golgohar has been dropped from the Team Melli squad. Now for the wingbacks, as expected, Olmi Nurafkan has been added, and so has Saleh Hardani. Yagub Barage has been dropped. Next, the midfielders. Ruzbet Cheshmi, the hero from the Hazfi Cup, has been added, and he replaces Aref Haji Aidi. And changes for the wingers. Mohammad Askari and Mohammad Hossein Sadeghi have been dropped. Let's take a look at the Group A table. As we know, Iran is already qualified to the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Qatar, on the other hand, needs this match to make sure they advance to the next round of qualifying. Now, to finish off this edition of Team Melli Talk, I really want to talk about possible starting lineups and formations. We got to talk about the wingers. Aside from Mehdi Gaidi, as we already said, the new faces here are Mehdi Hashemnejad, who has been capped once for Iran back in 2022, and Mohammad Mehdi Mohebi. If Ghalenoei plays his traditional 4-4-2, we look at the back line of Mohammadi and Moharami as the wingbacks, and then Shoja Khaliazadeh and Ali Nemati as the center backs. As for the central midfielders, Saman Godus and Saeed Ezatolahi, we could see Gaidi starting at left wing, and at the right wing position, possibly Hashemnejad or Mohammad Mehdi Mohebi. And for the two forwards, I'd expect Mehdi Taremi and Shahriar Moganlu. But we also know that Amir Ghalenoei is known for wanting to play things safe and not taking any chances. And if that's what he chooses to do, I think the only change we would see in his lineup is Arya Yousefi starting at the right wing position. And Arya Yousefi actually played a lot as a right winger when Ramin Rezaian was a member of Sepahan. Yes, it's already been said that Iran has nothing to play for because they've already qualified to the World Cup. But it would be great, though, to see some of the younger footballers get a chance to play while playing the role of spoiler, because it's always nice to ruin things for Qatar. And there's something else we've got to remember. Qatar is not a good team, and even an experimental Iran squad can still come away with the 3 points in Doha.